Hello guys, welcome back to this channel. This is Mr. Electric DIY. In this very video, I'm going to share with you 3 key things to take note whenever you step foot in an electrical shop to buy a magnetic contactor. On this table, I have 3 different types of magnetic contactors, and each of them is coming from a different brand. This contactor you are seeing is coming from Delixi. This is Delixi magnetic contactor. And this one is coming from Chint. This is Chint magnetic contactor. And the last one is coming from Schneider. This is from Schneider Electric. And I'm going to share with you 3 key things to take note whenever you step foot in an electrical shop to buy a magnetic contactor. First of all, how to take note of the coil voltage. We have different types of voltage for a magnetic contactor. We have AC duty contactors and DC contactors. So whenever you are about to buy a magnetic contactor in an electrical shop, these are the things you have to look out for. We have the A1 and the A2, that is the coil contacts. If you want this contactor to energize, how to connect the power to A1 and the A2. And the only thing that is going to guide you to connect the right power or the right voltage to this A1 and the A2 is the rated voltage. On this contactor, we have 220 volt to 230 volts AC, 50 Hz, that is the frequency, Hz. Meaning the voltage range from 220 to 230, that is AC voltage. We have a lot of voltage, AC duty contactors, DC duty contactors. So you have to look out for this before supplying your voltage to it. This is AC, and the moment you supply a DC voltage, either 24 or any other DC voltage, it is not going to work properly. So you have to look out for this and then you supply the right voltage if you want the contactor to be working properly. You can also say a single phase voltage, 220 to 230, 240, sometimes 250, but it is not advisable. So you have to always go for the voltage from the manufacturer. This is 220 volt to 230, a single phase voltage. We also have this one as 220 volts. This is only 220 volts. You have A1 and the A2. With the A2, we have 2 of them. We have A1, A2, and the A2, you have 2 of them. A2 and A2, you have one at this side and the other one at this side. And these A2 are linked together. That is the neutral. If it is 220 volt, that is the single phase voltage. You have A1 as the live and the A2 as the neutral. You have A2 at the back here, also the neutral. And with this one, we have 220 volts. This type and this type, there is no range of the voltage. 220 volts, 50 to 60 Hz. With this type, we only have the A1 and the A2. We don't have 2 of the A2, we have single. A1 and A2, that is the live and the neutral. A1 for the live and A2 for the neutral. That is number 1. You have to check for the coil voltage. And number 2 is the current rating. Whenever you are about to buy a magnetic contactor, how to watch out for this. Current rating, it is very important. And when you are about to buy a magnetic contactor, how to first consider your load current rating. How to calculate all your load, or you have to check all the current rating. You have to check your load description to know the current rating of the load. If you have, let's say, 10 appliances, you have to check for all the load. A 3-phase or single-phase motors, you have to check for all these things before choosing the current rating. So you have to know it before buying the magnetic contactor. If your total load current is 30 amps, you have to buy a magnetic contactor that has more than that 30. Don't buy less than 30 amps. It is not advisable. So always have to go for the current rating higher than your load current rating. It is very important and it is fact. If you choose a magnetic contactor that has a current rating less than the rated current rating of all your load together, the contactor is going to work, but the lifespan of the contactor is very short. You are going to damage the contactor in no time. So you have to look out for the current rating whenever you are buying a magnetic contactor. So you check all the 3 contactors to see the current rating. We have the Delixi magnetic contactor. We have 80 amps. Now, whenever you have a contactor in your hand like this, you have to look out for the ITH. That is the thermal current rating. You have 80 amps. So always have to bear in mind that your load current must be less than the current rating of the magnetic contactor. If it is 30, that's the total current rating of your load. You have to go for the magnetic contactor that has more than the 30 amps. If you not, you burn it. It will work for the first time, but it will not last if you buy less than that. So bear in mind, this one has 80 amps. That's the current rating. We have the chains as 20 amps. You have ITH, that's the thermal current rating, 20 amps. And you have the Schneider Electric as 32 amps. This is 32 amps, thermal current rating. Let's assume that you have a load current rating of 30 amps. This is 32. It is very close to that 30. If all your load are being turned on, some of them are going to draw more than the rated current rating. So it is better to go for 40 or something like that. Don't even come closer to that number. But this is 32. And we assume that the total current rating is 30 amps. Don't go for this 32. Go for a way higher than this 32. That is that. And lastly, we have something called AC type. It is very important. Let's take the lifting crane for instance. The lifting cranes has magnetic contactors, but these contactors are not just ordinary contactors. They are specialized for these cranes. So you have to always look out for the AC type. That is going to tell you the type of load you're supposed to use the contactor for. This is AC3. We have AC3 for squirrel cage motors. And as I mentioned, the lifting cranes, we have another AC type for that lifting cranes because of the frequent on and off of the crane. So we have specialized contactor for that. We have AC duty contactors and DC duty contactors. You have to watch out for this before buying a magnetic contactor. Either your load is AC or DC, and you know the right AC type to go for. This is AC3. We also have this contactor. This is the chains. We have AC3. Now the Schneider Electric. This is also AC3. So guys, it is very important to watch out for all these three key things I've mentioned whenever you step foot in an electrical shop to buy a magnetic contactor. You have to first watch out for the coil voltage. That is number one. Number two is the current rating. And finally, the AC type. You have AC duty contactors and DC duty contactors. So it is very important to look out for all these things before buying a magnetic contactor for your load. If this is the type of video you would like to watch, make sure to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that anytime I drop a video, YouTube is going to notify you that Mr. Electric DIY has uploaded a new video. Thank you for watching this video and see you in my next video. Bye bye.